I'm Troy Beverly, and this is Pan-African News. Turkey. Turkish president negotiates peace deal between Ethiopia and Somalia. After the third round of negotiations since July to resolve the diplomatic row between Ethiopia and Somalia, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan announced during a late-night news briefing in the capital Ankara on Wednesday, December 11, 2024, that the two Horn of Africa neighbors agreed to landlocked Ethiopia gaining access to the sea, while Somalia's territorial integrity is respected. The agreement is in response to a deal negotiated by Ethiopia and breakaway Republic Somaliland on New Year's Day 2024 for a 20-kilometer stretch of Somaliland's coastline on the Berbera Port to be leased by Ethiopia, while Ethiopia recognized Somaliland's independence from Somalia, which the international community refuses to do. As reported by Hiiraan, the Ankara Agreement states that, quote, the leaders of Somalia and Ethiopia reaffirmed their respect and commitment to one another's sovereignty, unity, independence, and territorial integrity, unquote, and that Ethiopia must seek, quote, reliable, secure, and sustainable access to and from the sea, unquote. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud will discuss the technicalities of the agreement by February 2025, which are scheduled to conclude in 4 months. A government source said the Ankara meeting was held at the behest of Ahmed. During the one-year dispute, Somalia vowed to exclude Ethiopian troops from the upcoming African Union Support and Stabilization Mission in Somalia, AUSSOM, which will replace African Union Transition Mission in Somalia, ATMIS, which began in 2022 and includes the East African nations of Burundi, Djibouti, Ethiopia, Kenya, and Uganda, to gain support for its goal to keep Ethiopia from operating the $5 billion, 5-gigawatt Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. Egypt signed a security agreement with Somalia and provided it with military weapons and ammunition in August to counter Ethiopian influence. Meanwhile, Turkey sought to lower diplomatic tensions between Ethiopia and Somalia using leverage by virtue of its economic and trade ties with the former and defense and oil and gas exploration agreements with the latter. Located in the Somali capital Mogadishu, Camp Turksum is Turkey's largest overseas military base, which doubles as a defense university. Since Djibouti handles over 95% of Ethiopia's imports and exports, once the deal with Somalia goes through, Djibouti will lose revenue. Likewise, the United Arab Emirates stands to lose from the Ankara Agreement, as it has invested handsomely in breakaway Somaliland's Berbera Port, located along the Gulf of Aden, which is a crucial maritime route for international trade.